We are officially at an end to the whole Montenegro drama, scandal, controversy, if you like. But yes, no, it has to be said, this was always going to happen. Unofficially, it always boils down as far as, well, any kind of any kind of competition when it comes to Eurovision-related events. Whichever particular act says they can't win or can't host or whatever, it's always down to the act that places second. It's not officially a written rule, I should point out. It's never officially been an absolute written rule to say the second place act or whatever. It's always... oh, excuse me. But it has to be done as a second... Oh, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. I've had a bit of a long day, and also I'm going to be having a longer day later. I'm putting up some Christmas decorations, which is going to be a load of fun. You know, we're coming up to Christmas after all. I always love Christmas. But yes, it's always an unofficial rule to say... It's sort of like an unwritten gentleman's agreement, if you like. Whenever a winning act can't host or, like, be going towards something. In this case for Montenegro, it's always down to the second place act, or more to point, ask for the second place act to take said place. In this case, Clickbait cannot represent Montenegro due to the fact that they withdrew gracefully, it has to be said. Rather unfortunate. I thought maybe they could have waited it out rather than sort of as if to say gentlemanly, yeah, no, we're not going to get involved in dramas. We're just going to move on with our lives. I think personally they should have held out. Personally, I don't know. I just feel they could have pushed their agenda just a little bit more to say, yes, we want to represent Montenegro because we want it fair and square, no matter this other scenario whereby they performed the song about a year prior, which is officially against the rules. But it really was only one performance. It's not like it's been publicly out there forever and ever. I don't know. I just feel they could have done it. But either way, we have got our official act for Montenegro. Video on that coming soon. And it's, of course... Well, let's face it. The fans are going to be right now. So yeah, Montenegro are officially representing Nina Zizic. By the way, as far as my memory is concerned, I forgot about this. She actually represented Montenegro back in 2013... with a duo act that was very bizarre. It was two space outfits, and they were going ooh and all the rest of it. Very forgettable, and it didn't even qualify, but that's by the by. Gonna burp again, excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, this is... I mean, look, I want to point out one obvious flaw with all of this. Once again... It is the fans, and trust me when I say this, it's the fans overhyping the effing crap out of this. I just feel it's just too... Don't get me wrong, she is a great performer. Absolutely magnificent performer when she did this live on Monteson 2024. I would play it for you now, but copyright and all the rest of it. She was amazing. I just feel the song's a little bit weak. It's just simply weak, not strong enough to actually stand up from the rest of the crowd. At least as from my perspective, you never know what other songs are going to come and go when it comes to the competition this year. And hell, you never know which particular songs are going to be surprisingly national final winners. It is just one of them things. But Nina is a very, very established performer. She's been around the game for a long, long time. She knows what she's doing. I just feel she should be given a bit of a weak song. That's all it really is. But yeah, I want to point out the fans just overhyping the effing crap out of this. 4.9 stars out of 484 rated. I think possibly some of that is due to the fact that some of the fans were sort of going, ooh, we could get represented because Clickbait decided to withdraw. Or Neil Narin, for that matter, decided to withdraw for their song Clickbait. And I think of yourself, just stop it. Just stop overhyping these female artists. It's every single time they overhype the female soloist artists. Although that being said, sometimes they do deserve to be overhyped. I think Rita Ora, personally, should represent the United Kingdom at some point. She, after all, performed in the interval act in 2023 second semi-final? Was it the first semi-final? I think it was the first one. But she was brilliant, and I think she could go far at the Eurovision Song Contest, or at least go really well. May not win, but certainly top 5, I would say. But yeah, look, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of the song also. Bear in mind, Guilty of the Night, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm not going to talk about the song all day because I'm going to be doing that in a separate video anyway. I just feel the fans need to just tone it down a little bit. I get there's a lot of hype around this, but that's going to die down whenever the next big female act's going to come along with, I don't know, Alessandra 2023 levels from Norway, for example. That was a big one. Loreen, there wasn't really that much hype around Loreen. I mean, there is a bit, but you know, it wasn't as much in the same ways in 2023 than it was for Garia, for example. That being said, some songs can be hyped up if they are really sounding good. However, I do feel, and I want to get back to this actually, like I feel with Estonia's one, that this is the main fan favourite for Estonia. Andrei Zevekin featuring Karita with the song Ma Eti Sind. Sorry for all the extra air in my chest. But this one I think has been overhyped. I don't know why it is, but don't get me wrong, it's different, it's quirky, it is mad, but I feel it's virtually similar levels to last year, whereby it was just quirky, different and mad, and I don't think it's going to get anywhere. It might qualify, like it's a borderline qualifier, I just don't think it's going to get very far if it ever gets into the final. For me, my personal favourite, when we get to it, and I'm trying to find it now, is this one, Elisa, the Last to Know. Beautiful ballad. This is my numero uno. Absolutely passionately different power ballad. Elisa performs it really well by the looks of it. Although that being said, other people are expressing, so to speak, or expressing Espresso Macchiato performed by Tommy Cash. But that's just very... It's daft and silly, but very repetitive as far as Estonia is concerned. But listen, and one more thing to mention, I think also this one is overhyped for Albania, which I'm trying to remember what it is now. Yeah, this one's overhyped to buggery. Elvana Gjata performing Carnival. Everybody loves a bit of Elvana as far as Albania is concerned, but when you compare that to say a couple of other acts which are like 4.5 or whatever, it's like some are saying, yeah, we know it's good, but it's not that good. Although that being said, it is like, I haven't heard the song, I must admit, but from what I'm hearing, it's like people were expected something good, then were disappointed, then accepted it. Or rather, some people were just like, were disappointed and then move on. It's like a mixture of either things. I just love the fan base sometimes when they overhype something up to buggery and just get instantly disappointed. There's been you know what, the fan base has certainly gone more extravagant than ever. I don't know about you. I just feel maybe this time we're into an era now of Eurovision fandom whereby it's just spreading, either going really high or really low. That's just how I personally feel. But there you go. Listen, we've got a lot to wait for as far as the whole entire Eurovision spectacle is concerned. Watch this space.